So I'm speaking with Silvia Romero Johnson. She is an instructor in our ESL bilingual program working with the CETL project. And Silvia, I have been hearing some exciting things about what you're doing online and wanted to ask you if you'd be willing to share one or maybe two of the things that you've been experimenting with that you're excited about.
Well, one of the areas that I have been working with is on giving students more ownership for generating questions based on the readings that they have assigned for the week, and having them be the originators of the questions rather than having me think of those questions from the perspective of someone who has been working in that area and assuming that they may be interested in an area versus another. So I really prefer that the students originate those questions based on their current level of understanding and interest, and I think it promotes a greater level of engagement because they have that responsibility, and also a greater level of engagement from the perspective of the person that generates the questions, and a greater level of engagement in terms of the classmates or students who are also in that course, because they know that they're going to have to do that themselves, and therefore they're more invested in making sure that they are good participants when it's their turn to be a participant, so that everyone ensures the success of the course overall.
When you think about the kinds of questions that you are seeing them ask one another, and you maybe as an instructor in your mind compare them to the questions you might have asked, are you finding that you're surprised or pleased, or what are your reactions to the types of questions they're choosing to ask one another?
I do ask the students for the week that are responsible for posting the questions for the week to run the question by me first, and also during the first week of face-to-face meetings prior to starting an online course, we do go over about what are the qualities of good questions, what are the qualities of questions that are general enough that can generate the greatest amount of responses. So we do go over that. What are the characteristics of those questions? They tend to generally be around a higher level of Bloom's taxonomy, and but I do want to see them, and so generally they will be what and how questions. And certainly not yes/no questions. But and what has happened is that with those general and very rich questions, students have come up with questions that I have been very surprised at how deep and what great insights I am gaining from their understanding. So that I have been very pleased, because I think they're better questions than the ones I would have even thought of.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm sure that will be helpful for other instructors to know about and maybe practice on their own. Thank you.